in a sun-drenched village by the sea, where ancient olive trees whispered secrets to the wind, lived a young boy named Nico. He wasn't a prince or a hero. He was a potter's apprentice with a heart full of dreams. More than anything, Nico wanted to create a masterpiece of vase so beautiful it would shimmer like the stars over Athens. Every morning, Nico would watch his teacher, the wise Lysandra, as she worked. Her hands danced with the clay, shaping bowls and jugs that were strong and graceful. "Patience, Nico," she would say, her voice as smooth as polished stone. True beauty is not born in a single day. But Nico was impatient. He saw the grand temples and the statues of heroes and wished for a spark of magic to help him. "If only I could make something perfect, just once." He sighed to his friend, a playful goat who would nibble on his tunic. One afternoon, as the sun warmed the marble quarries, Nico struggled with a lump of clay. He pushed and pulled, but it wobbled and collapsed. Splat. It fell into a messy pile. Frustrated, he threw his tools down and ran to the shade of a large olive grove. Hiding among the branches was a wise old owl named Ornos. His eyes, like two golden coins, blinked slowly. "Hoo-hoo," he hooted softly. A potter's frustration sounds louder than a falling stone. Nico looked up, surprised. "I just want to be great, Ornos, but my hands won't listen to my dreams." The owl ruffled his feathers. "Greatness," Ornos said, his voice a low rumble, "is not a sudden flash of lightning. It is the gentle rain that falls day after day, helping the seed grow." Nico didn't quite understand. He just saw his lumpy, failed pots. The next day, Lysandra gave him a simple task. "Nico," she said, "today, just make one small, perfect sphere of clay, nothing more." Nico focused. He rolled the clay in his palms, feeling its texture, smoothing every tiny bump. Swish, swish, swish. It took a long time, but finally, he held a perfect, round ball in his hand. It wasn't a vase, but it felt good. The day after, Lysandra said, "Today, make 2 perfect spheres." So he did. Every day, he practiced something small. One day, he'd practice making the clay smooth. The next, he'd practice making a steady base. Tap went his tools, making a steady rhythm. The playful goat would watch, bleating happily as if cheering him on. Weeks turned into months. Nico forgot about wanting magic. He fell in love with the work itself, the feeling of the cool clay, the asterisk of the potter's wheel, and the satisfaction of a clean, simple line. He learned that every small action, every little bit of care, added up. Each morning he tidied his workspace. Each evening he cleaned his tools. These small habits made his work feel calmer and more focused. One evening, under a sky full of stars, Nico sat at his wheel. He wasn't trying to make a masterpiece. He was just enjoying the flow of his hands, the lessons from Lysandra, and the wisdom of Ornos. He let his hands guide the clay, pulling it upward, shaping its curve, feeling the memory of 100 small practices within them. When he finally stopped, he looked down. There on the wheel was a vase. It wasn't covered in gold or jewels, but it was perfectly balanced. Its lines swooped and curved like a dolphin leaping from the sea. It held the quiet strength of the olive trees and the soft glow of the moonlight. It was simple, and it was beautiful. Lysandra came and stood beside him. She placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "You see, Nico," she whispered, "excellence is not a single act, it is a habit. You built this vase not just tonight, but every day you chose to practice. Every day you showed up with patience." Nico looked at his creation, and then at his own hands, dusty with clay. He finally understood. The real magic wasn't a gift from the gods. It was the power of trying, day after day. He smiled, his heart as full and bright as the beautiful vase before him. And from high in the olive tree, Ornos gave a soft, wise hoo-hoo. "Thank you for joining us on this journey to ancient Greece. We hope Nico's story reminds you that every small step you take today is building something wonderful for tomorrow." If you enjoyed our story, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more adventures. Now, close your eyes, have sweet dreams, and good night.